In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to draw and shade realistic eyes on a separate layer. We'll start by keeping things organized. Create a new layer dedicated to the eyes so they stay separate from your line art. This keeps your sketch non-destructive, makes edits painless, and lets you tweak color and shading without touching the rest of your artwork. Give the layer a clear name so you can find it easily later. Now with the pen or pencil tool, lightly sketch the basic eye shape. Think oval or almond, depending on the style you're aiming for. Keep your strokes gentle and focus on the overall silhouette rather than details. If you're drawing both eyes, check the angle and spacing so they feel balanced and follow the same perspective. Next, define the eyelids. Add a line above for the upper lid and a softer line below for the lower lid. The upper lid usually has a thicker, more pronounced contour, while the lower lid is subtler. These lines give the eye structure and help it sit convincingly in the face. Inside that shape, draw the iris and the pupil. The iris is a circle, even if part of it is hidden under the lids. Place the pupil at the center of the iris and keep it crisp. Avoid making the pupil too large unless you want a very specific expression. A medium size reads naturally. Switch to a smaller brush and add eyelashes and eyebrows. Lashes grow from the lid, not straight out from the eyeball, and they taper at the ends. Group them in small clusters with a slight curve to keep them looking lively. For the eyebrow, follow the brow bone's arc with short hair-like strokes. Move on to color. Fill the iris with a flat base color. Then add a new layer above it for shadows, set to multiply. Brush subtle darkness around the rim of the iris and under the upper lid to suggest depth and a cast shadow. For highlights, create another layer set to overlay or screen and lightly paint brighter areas where the light hits, usually opposite the shadow. Use an airbrush or blend tool to soften the transitions within the iris. Gentle, radial blends that fade toward the center or edge help the eye feel more natural and rounded without hard bands of color. Finally, place a small white highlight on the pupil. Keep it sharp and align it with your imagined light source. That tiny dot instantly brings the eye to life and adds a glossy, wet look. And that's it. Clean structure, refined details, and layered shading for a convincing, expressive eye.